Well, good morning, Highpoint. Here we are. This is the test of the emergency broadcast system. Just want to double check. So now we're going to do a video. Take a look.
The books of 1st and 2nd Chronicles. While they're two separate books in our Bibles, that division is not original. Due to scroll length, the book was divided in two, but it was written as one book with one coherent storyline. Now, in our English Bibles, Chronicles comes after the books of Samuel and Kings, and most of Chronicles is actually repeat content from those books. And so most modern readers, when they come to Chronicles, they think, wait a minute, I just read all of this, and so they skip it. And that's a shame, because this book is really unique and important in the Bible. In the traditional Jewish ordering of the Bible, Chronicles is actually the last book, because it summarizes all of the Jewish scriptures. The first word in the book is Adam, the first character at the beginning of the story, and then the last paragraph announces the return of Israel from exile. Now, we don't know who wrote this book, but we can tell from details within it, it was produced by somebody who lived a couple hundred years after the Israelites returned from the Babylonian exile. Now, for this author, Jerusalem and the temple were rebuilt some time ago, and as we learned from Ezra and Nehemiah, things were not going well. The great prophetic hope was that the city and the temple would be rebuilt, that God would come to live among his people, the Messianic king would come, and all the nations would come live under his peaceful rule, and none of that has happened. And so the author of Chronicles has reshaped these stories of David and Solomon and the kings of the past in order to provide a message of hope for the future. And we'll see that he's designed this book to emphasize two clear themes. First, the hope of the coming Messianic king, and second, the hope for a new temple. Let's just dive in and you'll see these themes all over the book.
Well, good morning, Highpoint. It is so glad to see everyone here. My name is Nate Johnson, and I have a couple announcements for you. Number one, welcome to Highpoint. There's number one. There's the welcome. And if you could, scan the QR code. Here's number two coming up. We have hats, lids. Take a look. Number three, Craig Steiner will be here next week. Number four, Highpoint Men. And number five, giving. All right, talking here is the worship set 2 that we're doing. And here's the bumper video. Well, hello there. I am Pastor Mike. It's so great that everyone can join us this morning. Good to see you all. Okay, so we're having some technical difficulties, but at least you can hear me right now. So you can hear me, and then in 2 seconds, you're not going to be able to hear me. You're not going to be able to hear. Well, here we go. Let's hit it. Come on, here we go.